It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Baldwin. Brooks defending. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Baldwin's shot is off. They set the screen. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Baberovic. From outside the arc. Nails it from 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here they come. Here's Baldwin. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. All alone. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 5. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
He's defended by Hayes. For 3, fires in the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Screen by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Brooks a screen on Hayes. Second shot opportunity. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Baldwin. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Baberovic. Fires for 3. The shot by Melli, no good. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Melli with a rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Mirotic. 3-pointer. Counted from distance. 6 points for him.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Baldwin. Puts up a deep 3. It's stolen away. Here's the break.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. 55 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Baberovic. No good from outside. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
There's a screen to end the run. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's Hayes with the rebound. Right wing. Pass to Baldwin. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Up 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Here's Goodrich. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
They set the screen. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Away team foul. Number 11. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. They trail by 3.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pat misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Fires the 3. Rebounded by Birch.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Third team foul.
Six on the shot clock. They get it back. Take it away. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Lots of room. Rebounded by Birch.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The deep 3. No luck on that one. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's a screen by Birch. touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On Saturday, then on Tuesday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And he makes both free throws. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
From behind the arc. Shot clock at 6. Tries yet again. Puts up a deep 3. That shot, no good.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Sinks it from distance.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The steal.
Substitution on the court.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
They get it again. Out to the wing. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Pass to Balmaro. The 3 is up. That shot off. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Gudarich. Off target from outside.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Fast break. Here we go. The 3 gets it off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for. I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second chance opportunities there, Shaq.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. They've got Hayes, Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli, and it's Peperovic in at the 2 spot. Pass to Mirotic. The 3 drills it from deep. He's got 9.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. He's defended by Hayes. Fires in the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Driving in.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, if you give up that lane that easily, you got to expect he's going to attack the rim with some force.
And that one's good. Mirotic.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Baldwin. Sweet little floater. Baldwin's got 6 in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer. Baldwin's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Mirotic. Here's the three. Melly with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Balmaro. No points yet. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. No luck on that one. Here's Baldwin. Brooks defending. Shot from the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
He's defended by Hayes. Launches a three. And that one's off. His 5th miss in 11 tries. Here's Baberovic.
2 minutes.
There's the triple. Drops in the three. Baberovic has got 6.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Right now, a close game in Atlanta. For the lead. And Hayes lays it in. Hayes has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Sinks the tray. 21 points in the game.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Pass to Melly. Takes the 3. The shot off that time. He's defended by Hayes. Here's Balmaro. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Balmaro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ellie, perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Brooks a screen on Hayes. And it's good for 2. Here's Baberovic. He's got 6. Off target from the wing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Up by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Foul. First team foul. At the line for
And he drops the first. So he gets them both. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 1. The 3-ball. Buries it from 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
There's a screen by Birch. Here's Goodrich. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Out to the right wing. They set a pick, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And that one, good.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
It's tipped. And they get it back. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. And Birch slams it in.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting now.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
With his first shot attempt. Melly with a rebound. Melly's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's a pick. Here's Baberovic. No good on the triple. Baberovic has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And he's going for the lob. Melly, pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Beyond the arc. That one's off. 10 for 14 now.
Home team foul. With the ball. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Balmaro. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Counted from distance. 26 points for him.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Mirotic. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Baldwin's got 25 points.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Releases. And right on target. That one's good. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. Fires from way outside. Melly with a rebound. Melly's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Baberovic. And the 3-pointer goes.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Baldwin. And it's good. And he's broken. brought them within 2 points now.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts up a deep three. He's off on that one. It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And BA, you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
Those and-one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And there's the screen from deep three-point land. Laces one from three.
3 points.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
Fourth three. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtseven, and it's none in at shooting guard. There's Lucas. Off target with his three. Baldwin looking for the opening. There's a screen by Marjanovic. For the three. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Athens. Here's Osman. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. With the shot. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. They set the pick. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Baldwin's got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Melly. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Hayes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
It's rebounded by Hayes.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Marjanovic, a screen on none. Here's Biberovic. Traps in the tray.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Nunn. Athens with another miss. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Yurtsevin. Hernan Gomez passes to Slukas. Can they get it? Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Baldwin goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 11.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16th and 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Slukas passes to Osman. Lets it go from deep. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Here's Biberovic. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Slukas. No good from outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Baldwin. Carries it from three-point range. Baldwin's got 14 points for the game.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Taking a look at Athens. Misses from short range. Athens trails by 8. Petro. Another 3 for Athens.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Gutterich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Launches a three. Brown outside. And the three ball is good.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
They get the rebound to the right side. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Count it, good.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
He's covered by Brown. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
He's covered by Brown. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. It's a 5-point game. Out left to the wing. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He's covered by Brown. And taken away by Brown. And he hits it to tie the game up. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And now Athens on the break. 1:44 left to play here in the half. And the shot goes down. And Athens leads by 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
To end the run. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
There's the pick for three. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only got better as the game's gone on.
56 seconds left in the second quarter. He's covered by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Gutteridge can't get it to go. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Again, Athens.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's Baldwin. 16 points for him. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Athens ahead. Ending the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I seen your dunk before, they found an advantage in the painted area and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
And that concludes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the 2. With the drive. And the shot goes in. Baldwin's got 18 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the small forward. The 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
90 seconds now into the second half.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Baldwin. Defended by none.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Over in the corner, Osman. Pass to Yurtsevin. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Just 5 to shoot. There's Slukas. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
That's it. And the Athens lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Baldwin.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Nunn from outside off the mark. Nunn's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. They get it again. For the lead, a nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 9 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Baldwin. 25 points in the game. And he dunks it down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Pass to Nunn. Will it go? Athens with another miss.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the 3-point line.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Takes the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Here's Biberovic. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Yurtsevin passes to Slukas. Drops in the layup for 2.
You You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Here's Baldwin. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Lucas. Another three for Athens.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Baldwin can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
A three. He can't get that one to fall.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hayes. Pass to Melly. And here is Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep three. That shot misses. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. To take the lead. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. And for Athens, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Athens trails by 3.
Full team foul. Gooderick. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the screen. There's the triple.
And in the first half, they had some success from beyond the arc, but that hasn't been the case since halftime. That shot has dried up.
Here's Gooderick from beyond the arc and then some.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Wasted no time on that one.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Right wing, down low. He's covered by Brown. Clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Athens trails by 3. Petro finds himself wide open and drills it.
Looking to get stops late. That kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Pass to Gooderick. There's a good screen. There's the three. To the left side wing. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. Over to the left wing. Lets it go. Misses the jumper. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Can't connect from short range.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Petro. They get it again. Another shot. And it's good off the glass.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
He's covered by Brown. And his offense just hasn't been there.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And Athens making a change here. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. To take the lead, he lays it in. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
He takes it in, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Athens.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
From deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Marjanovic, a screen on none. Pass to Baldwin. 5 to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
There's a screen.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 30 seconds left to play here on the fourth. 5 on the clock. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. .20 seconds left in the game. Marjanovic, a screen on none. Here's Baldwin. Money!
And they do have a foul to give.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Nunn. Going inside.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster swing.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Baldwin. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Out to the wing. And for Athens. Here's Gutteridge. Takes a 3. The shot will not fall. Lets the 3 fly. That one doesn't drop.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
They set the screen. Schonlaw, it's deflected. To take the lead. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And for Athens, here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And a big play. One three-pointer right on the heels of another. And again, we're tied. And how about this crowd right now? They are bananas.
Here's Nunn. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Nunn's gone 2 for 7. Struggling a bit. And he drives in. Pass to Gutteridge. Over to the wing. Shoots. It's hauled in by Athens. Slukas passes to Nunn. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Gutteridge. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Gutteridge has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Drives to the hoop.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Shoots the three. That shot, no good. Traps in the tray. Now it's a 7-point Athens lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Fires from way outside. Misses. So Athens wins it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. We've got Omer at 7, and it's Nunn in at the 2. Here's Mirotic. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's the break. Knocks down the long J.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
Here's Osman. And his first shot of the game, no good. And just about a minute into this first quarter. No problems knocking that one down. 5 points in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
From the arc. Balmaro grabs the board.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's the pick. Unloads. From the wing. Clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, no good. They get the rebound. Here at 7, passes to Nunn. Tries again. Yep, that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Good work there as it goes. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. There's a screen. Pass to Mirotic for 3. He drops it from range.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Osman on the wing. The shot. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Drives to the hoop, and he slams it in one-handed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Osman. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Drains the triple. He's got 12.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
1:10 left in the first. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Athens trails by 7. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires away from way outside. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
From deep, the long-distance 3 is buried.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Pass to Osman. Driving inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Hey, here's Nunn for 3. On target from range. Nunn's got 5. Fires from way outside. It's not going to go for him. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So on the floor for Athens, There's a screen. Second chance effort. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Athens trails by 7. Pass to Brown. Lets the three fly. The shot that time not on target.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Jacks up a 3. They swipe it. And they're running. Gets the 3 to fall.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Hey, expanding his range. He buries it from 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently, like they are now, should help them do it.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Athens trails by 4. On the wing, Grant. He's scoreless. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. The good news is they're trending in the right direction. Still right in the middle of the pack.
Checking out Athens, they've really found their identity as a team, managing to establish themselves as serious contenders.
A quick shot there. It's off target. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
To the inside. Grant with a steal. And they're on the break. Tries it from 16. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 5.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
And that time also a missed shot.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Third team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the right wing. Puts up a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Knocks down the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
From deep 3-point land. It's hauled in by Athens.
You gotta credit the defense this period. They've been all over him.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Knocks it loose, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Stripped away. It's 2-on-1. Launches it. Goes back up. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Grant's got his first 2 points of the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Fades away. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. To the wing on the left. Misses the jumper from the wing. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mirotic. That shot off the mark. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
But first, let's rank the most powerful dunkers of all time.
There's only one name on that list. The late. For as bad as they've been inside, I can't believe it's this close. I hope coach is letting them know. No points in the paint, no W.
So, thanks for tuning in.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Over to the wing. Ooh, it's stolen away. And for Athens, we've got Jetty Osman, and it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. To the paint. Here's your 7. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The kick out to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Nunn's got 8.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
3 on 3. Here's Osman. Offensive board. And your 7 gets it to go. And now it's a 4-point Athens lead.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Brooks defending. And the layup is good off the glass. He has 7.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet. And that's his 3rd turnover of the quarter. He's got to slow things down. And great job to establish position and square up.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Osman. The ball's knocked loose. Will it go? And Brooks with the layup.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Athens leading by 4. Outside Nunn. They set the pick. Here's Osman. Three-pointer, Brooks. Nails it from 3. Brooks has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And another miss by Athens. Crosses over. There's the drive. And he dunks it down. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's your 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Athens shooting their first free throws of the game. Good on both. So it's the home team now. A minute 50 left in the third. Pass to Brooks. And here they come. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
Here's Osman. He has 6. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Balmaro. A minute 9 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Sinks the 15-footer. And he's got 28 now.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Athens.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Athens leading by 6. Grant outside. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Grant the screen. Knocks it down from distance.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
From deep. It's hauled in by Athens.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
And here's Brown for 3. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of...
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Even this thing up.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call.
And so it's Athens closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Money from the wing.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And for Athens, defended by Brown. They get it back. Takes a 3. Drains the triple.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Let's go with a 3. Kept alive. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's McCormick, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Grant the screen from outside the arc. And he can't get that one. He's covered by Grant. Over to the left wing. And the three-pointer goes.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Inside. Defended by Brown. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
And again, it's Athens with a three.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
They set the pick from behind the arc. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
And he commits the intentional foul. So both teams changing it up here. Athens leading by 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here we go. To the left wing. Tries the spin move.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the layup is good. Now just a 1-point Athens lead.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Outside none. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 31.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
There's a screen. He takes it in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Nails it from 3. So it's the home team now. 4-point game. Blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Nunn defends, and he drives in, and he gets the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Nunn defends.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
He connects! Pass to Mirotic. To the left side wing. No good with the triple. Picked his pocket. And here comes the break. Here's the 3. And he buries it. And that one brings them within 1.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
And so it's Athens winning this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Marjanovic, Baldwin out there with Hayes, and it's Melli in at the 4. Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. Lets it fly. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hayes. Marjanovic with it. Here's Baldwin. From the arc. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now Brooks to the middle. Here's Mirotic, and Mirotic throws it down.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Pass to Biberovic. Right wing. Hayes the pass to Melly. Here's Biberovic. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. And they're moving it up. The 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And even 3-on-3 break. A 3 for Mirotic. Out to Brooks. Beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Almost perfect in the game to start. 3 of 4.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. Launches it from deep. Doesn't go that time.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Shields covered by Hayes. Here's Bomora. Connects from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Baldwin kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Melly. That one goes. Count it. Melly's got his second basket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Shields. Off target from three-point range.
Home team foul. Palmera. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. From deep three-point territory. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Shields covered by Hayes. And it's Mirotic at the elbow. Fade away. The rebound by Biberovic. Marjanovic against Mirotic. Here's Baldwin. Drains the three-pointer. Baldwin's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The tray. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. And that one is good. He's got 8.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Guarded by Marjanovic. From deep, Brooks. The rebound by Biberovic. Biberovic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Shields sinks the three-pointer.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Shields drills the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Baldwin. 10 points for him. Puts up a 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. We've got more hoops coming your way. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. You guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Full team foul. Preserve. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
There's the drive. Count that one.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Gutter. Pass to Colson. Just 5 on the clock. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Makes it off the glass.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's the break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
To the wing right side. Kept alive. Out to the right wing. Here's Gutteridge. Still without a basket. From downtown. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Out in his own.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. There's the pick. Buries the long-range jumper. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. They need this. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. We've got 1:18 left in the first half, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Cozier. It's stolen. Here's Gutteridge. Sinks the triple. Gutteridge has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
They set the pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Nailed from three-point land. 15 points in the game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Gozer from past the arc. That one no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Take a look at the home team. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well. Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
And that concludes.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Jacks up a three. Paul Morrow, that's good. Paul Morrow's got 6 points.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
We've got Hayes. Baldwin out there with Marjanovic. And it's Melli in at the 4 spot.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. A rebound by Marjanovic.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Mirotic sets the screen for Brooks. Shields gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? There's the screen. Pass to Mirotic. Misses the 3. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The away team, Hayes, taking 2 shots.
Hayes hits them both. Shields, and he's good on the 3 ball. 14 points for him.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Baldwin, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Balmore. He has 6. Bangs home the trifecta. Balmore's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Shields gets in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. I got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Shot clock at 6. Here's Biberovic. Good on the 3-point shot. Biberovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Mirotic. The offensive rebound. Shields covered by Hayes. Pass to Mirotic. The fader. And that one drops.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Baldwin driving inside. And the basket is good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Third team foul.
Here's Paul Morrow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so he hits both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Biberovic. Knocks down the 3 ball. Biberovic has got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Shields, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
From deep three-point land, the long distance 3 is barreled. He's got 24.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Marjanovic just screen on Brooks. Baldwin can't get it to go.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Man showing some terrific range.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Biberovic. Pass to Baldwin. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Baldwin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And it's Melly with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Here's Baldwin. Off target from the wing. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Shot on the wing. And it falls over the rim and in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Away team foul. Colson. First personal foul. First team foul.
One minute now into this fourth quarter.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Stripped it away. Out to the right wing. Here's Quizair. Takes it inside, and he makes good on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Away team ball.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
To halt the run, McCormick with the rebound. That one misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Buries it from three-point range.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 23.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Off target from outside.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
It's the three-point bomb.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
From deep three-point territory. He's off on that one. 4-on-1, and they're running. Here's Gutterich. Nets the corner three.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Takes the three. No good there.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The rebound by Colson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Launches from deep. That's his 6th miss and 12 field goal attempts. Here's Cozier. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fires from way outside. No good. Puts up a deep three. They grab their own miss. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
possession here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point guard position. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Tipped away. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It will be a re-jump.
And so it's Athens with it. There's a screen. Hey, here's none for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Out to the wing. Hayes with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And finished off by Hayes.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Baberovic. Pass to Marjanovic. Out left to the wing. Here's Baldwin. That three's off the mark. Here's Osman. Knocks down the long J.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Hayes with it. Here's the floater. To the wing, right side. There's the screen. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Baldwin's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Nunn. And he hits the jumper. Nunn's got his second bucket on the night. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. Here's Baldwin. Nunn defends with the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
No good there, off the double clutch. Here's Baberovic. Launches it. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to go on Omer Yurtseven.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Pass to Osman. And here's the fast break. Melli, the pass to Baldwin. The 3-ball. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Baldwin. 10 points for him. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Baberovic. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Athens trails by 5. Osman on the wing. An open look for Nunn. The wide open shot is on the money. Nunn's got 7 points in the game. Nunn's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer off the mark. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Yurtseven. To the middle. 3 seconds left. And it's good on the lay-in.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. They lead by 1. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Oh, it's stolen. To the wing on the left.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
Defended by Brown. He shoots it. It's hauled in by Athens.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He buries it from 3.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Shot clock at 5. Here's Goodrich. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Athens leading by 4. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Offline with a 3. Puts up a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Athens with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Count it.
Woo! This energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Off target with the open look. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Athens. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Oh, swiped away. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Goodrich with the bucket.
3.
Athens leading by 3. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Fires for 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A minute 53 left to play in the half. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pulls up. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter, but don't expect him to back away from adversity.
Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
On offense, here is Athens. They're on a 16-7 run. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Athens with a
3. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
They set the pick. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Drills it from deep. Athens leading by 8. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Goes up on the wing. Missed it. 5 for 7 from the field.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fires the 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Athens up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Man, I think for Athens, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for Athens.
It's all been gravy, baby.
Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've got Omer at 7, and it's Nunn in at the 2. Baldwin, the pass to Marjanovic. From deep. Good D by Nunn.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Biberovic in at the shooting guard position. You're 7 a screen. He drops it from range. 5 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And for Athens, we've got Jetty Osman, and it's your 7 in at the 5. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Baldwin's got 2 of his 6 threes to go. Launches it from deep. Baldwin with a rebound.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Pass to Yurt-7. Yurt-7 a screen. Osman. And another miss by Athens.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
There's the triple. And Biberovic gets it to go. Biberovic has got 6 points.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but To answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Right wing. It's 7 a screen. Pass to Osman. This one for three. Pure from three-point range. 6 points for him.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And there's the screen. Baldwin tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Babarovich can't get it to go.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
Gets the three to fall.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They need this. Baldwin's shot is good.
His first three of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Athens leading by 13. Here's Osman. The kick out to Nunn. Pass to Osman. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Baldwin. Sinks it from distance. Baldwin's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
The three-pointer off the mark. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Kick out to Brown. Cuts off the pass. Here's Melly. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the second free throw is good. And Brown has got the ball here for Athens. They set the screen. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And another miss by Athens. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Athens leading by. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Defended by Brown. Three-pointer hits the trifecta.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And he banks in the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Going inside, deflected. They push it up 4 on 3. From outside, off the mark.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 19.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
And that one drops. Athens leading by 7. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Brown's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. And there's a pick. Over to the left wing. Here's Guduric. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From the arc. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's the pick. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. Fires from way outside. Shot is off. Shooting 7 for 15. Can they get it? Fires in the triple.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Fires away from way outside. It doesn't go for him. .43 seconds left in the final quarter. Deflects the pass. From deep three-point range. And another miss by Athens. From deep. The shot misses. On offense, here is Athens. At one point, they led by 16. Fires from way outside. Unable to get that one. And so it's Athens winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Balmaro. Puts up a deep three. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Shields. And the three ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the left wing. Pass to Nunn. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Nunn. The shot's good. 5 points in the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Mirotic, the screen. Shields. No good with the triple. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Athens. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let them disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
They set the pick. Three-pointer. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shields. They get it back. Pass to Balmoro. 6 to shoot. And here is Mirotic. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Hernan Gomez passes to Nunn. To the right side. There's Lucas. That three off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Osman. The quick look, no good that time. Mirotic against Hernan Gomez. And he's good on the three ball. Mirotic has got 6 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Mirotic the screen. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Traps in the tray. He has 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Shields beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. In the corner, Nunn with it. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Athens.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Osman kicks to Nunn. Now Yurtsevin, still yet to score. Here's Lucas. Tries again. Yurtsevin, no good. There's a good screen. Shields bangs home the trifecta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Balmoro. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Leading by just 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
The tray. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Finished off the break.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Buries it from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Shoots the three. The shot comes out.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. There's the pick. Papa Petro. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Offline from the high post.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Fires for three. Offensive rebound from deep. And that one is off. Here's Quizair. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. The three. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got a pair of triples in the second now for Athens.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Offensive rebound. Launches it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Brooks outside. The 17-footer goes down.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence. Taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Sinks the three-pointer. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Fast break, here we go. Goes up from the top of the key, and the jumper falls for him. Brooks has got 4 this quarter. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Brown outside. Here's the screen. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got the game tied up here for Athens. Brown's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Three-pointer. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's the 3. The shot, no good. Pass to Brooks. To the paint. Here's McCormick. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Out to the right wing. Yurtsevin passes to Slukas. Launches a 3. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
matter who makes it, I know all these guys, they're ready.
The final tally of votes soon to come.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put...
That'll do it for our show.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the point. Pass to Balmaro. For the three. Puts up a deep three. Good on the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Athens trails by 3. Osman kicks to Yurtsevin. Let's go. Offensive rebound. Osman's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Misses the 3. There's Lucas. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Balmaro. Defended by none. Shoots it up. Balmaro, that's good. Balmaro's got 7 points. Balmaro's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. A 3. Athens with another miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Shields hits it from three-point range. He's got 12.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. It's good.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Balmaro. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Athens trails by 10. There's Lucas. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Shields tried to come right back with a 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Osman. Nailed from three-point land. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Shields. A 3-pointer, no good. And here is Athens now. Whoops, they pick off the pass. There's a screen. Wide open. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. Athens trails by 9. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Corner shot. Nunn grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Stolen away. And now Athens on the break. Here's Osman. Good on the 3-point shot. Osman's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Athens.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Pass to Nunn. Lets it go from deep. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And Mirotic throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 18. Athens trails by 6. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lucas. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Shields. No good on the last second attempt there. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. It's Brooks on the wing. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a shooter who you have to contest at the back.
And for Athens, they set the screen. They get it back. Here's Gozer. Connects from three-point range. Brooks against Brown. Fires the three. Athens with another miss. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. And it's good for 2. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter. Athens trails by 11. Over to the wing. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Takes a three. It's not going to go for him.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
To stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
And his offensive struggles continue.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Snatched up. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spot. A three-pointer is right on target.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Athens. Brown deciding where to go with it. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. Brooks has got 7 now in this quarter. Athens trails by 7. Papa Petro. From the arc. McCormick with the rebound.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
there. So both teams making some changes here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Out of bounds, Athens takes possession.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
Athens trails by 4. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. No good on that one.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's the 3. Nails the tray.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Shoots it. Mirotic grabs the miss. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the wing on the left.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kevin, I see.